Here I am again with another short film. This time I'm putting together a few pieces to do with the various board games that I've got from the 1960s based on subjects that I'm interested in, as ever. Starting off with some James Bond stuff. This is the American Milton Bradley James Bond Secret Agent game. Not specifically connected to a particular James Bond film. Just general secret agent stuff. Can't say I've ever played any of these games. They've purely been bought for their kind of visual interest and their collectability, I guess is the word. They all seem to have all the pieces, very colourful. Probably like most games of the 60s, they're all a variation on something like Monopoly. Going around the board, collecting things. With secret agent games, it's generally collecting secret formulas, or one of you is the good guy, one is the bad guy. You have to catch up, stop them from doing something, collecting so many points or counters. I believe there's two versions of this box art, one of which is less Connery-like. This is the one that looks, I believe, more like Connery. But again, just very nice to look at. The inner box also has the same artwork. See if we can see that a bit better for you all. As with a lot of these games, the instructions came in the lid. There you go. So, like I say, cards, figures, counters, etc. Probably all that's missing, I think, is a dice, perhaps, if this is a dice game. Moving on to one of the English James Bond board games. Certainly I will point out that there's guys that have got far much more than me. This is a very modest selection of bits and pieces, but again, I don't see that there's anything else up on it, YouTube, and I just thought it would be nice to share a little bit of what I've got. If it encourages people with bigger collections than me to post some bits, that'd be amazing. So by all means, ignore my stuff after that and check out what the big collectors have. But it's just nice to show off a few bits. This is so nice, this one. It's actually still got elastic bands with them and a little piece of paper that says, in case of any error, please return this ticket. So I guess that means to the shop. And then the shop would then in turn send it to the factory or the company they bought it from, which in this case was Spears Games. They did lots of games in England in the 1960s. Again, probably not dissimilar to the American game. 4 players. There's your 4 figures of Bond, your Bond on each occasion. I guess travelling around the world, different capital cities: London, Cairo, Peking, New York, Moscow. There's 2 sorts of cards. There's a little boat shaped token, a little car shaped token, which I think is kind of trying to look like an Aston Martin, perhaps. Then there is that which actually says secret on it, so I guess that is what everyone is aiming to get, a briefcase with some secrets or a formula or whatever. Let's have a look. Again, instructions in the lid, no separate instruction sheet. Not particularly looking like Sean Connery, but of course you just have the words James Bond, a kind of a smooth looking guy with a tux and a gun across his chest, winking his eye as well on this occasion, and kids knew it was James Bond. So there you go, one of the English James Bond games from the 1960s and one of the American James Bond games from the 1960s. Hopefully there's stuff there that interests you. Going for a final close-up shot, got your characters there, and then the blue characters, 3 green and your token, and your 3 red and your token. Obviously this, I thought that, oh it does, that moves around to set some kind of time thing off, I guess. But as I said, I've never actually played the game, any of them. I'm going to share a few more board games with you soon, So keep an eye out if this is the kind of stuff you're interested in seeing, and by all means post a comment or two. Maybe it'll encourage others to do something similar, and at least it lets me know that it's being enjoyed by at least a few people. So a pleasure to share, and thanks for watching.